Hey everybody, it's Sherry Dutter from Tier 1 Interventions. Today, John Lee is going to uncover some new material. She didn't even tell me what this time. So, take it away, John Lee, and let's get started.
Mission accomplished. Mission accomplished. We are going to unpack exactly what that means in our first segment here of our live session today. And I've done it in a way that my other Algebra 1 teachers at my school, they're first year teachers. I want them to have a successful January math in a month. So I actually had to create the slide deck so it's user friendly so that they can just show it every day and it facilitates for them. So for Algebra 1, I actually have this year that's better than it's ever been. For all of you here live, for all of you Tier 1 Interventions Level 2, every resource that I've mentioned, I actually have a special Google folder for Tier 1 Interventions Level 2. As I've been planning, I've been putting the pieces in there. Every resource I've mentioned, you're going to get a link to that Google folder that has everything I've mentioned today. Because as I was planning today, so you're going to get my whole Algebra 1 January math in a month. You're going to see how Purple X develops at an Algebra 1 level with pictures and notation. Then how I relate Purple X to parent function, explicit and recursive rules, domain and range, and transformations. So I'm so proud of myself. Are you guys proud of me?
Of course we are.
I know.
Yeah.
Kirk, thank you. Thank
My
you.
first graders, when John Lee came in November, they were like, "Oh," I'm like, "She's the one that's made all these like activities and like the reference tests that we do, like rectangles and pizza." And they're like, "Oh, and like the purple X in the basket." And I'm like, "Yes, those two."
Amy and I had so much freaking fun with her kids. Amy, I'm coming back.
Ooh, I think I can come J January 5th.
Stop it! Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Wait a minute. I got to write this down.
Because I asked the other day, they're like, "Oh yeah, that's a work at home or like a records day, whatever." They're like, "We don't care."
So, Amy Garrison, January 5th. I am the reason I'm now, if you have to cancel that, it's no problem. But the reason I'm writing that down is I'm going to send an email to my admin today just approving it. They never disapprove anything I say because who would do that to me? But I'm going to email them today just so that I have in writing the approval. And girl, we're going to have fun.
Okay.
And if you can stay like most of the day, then we could go have Mexican meal.
Ooh, I love
Do you
Mexican.
like Mexican food? So
Yes.
if you could, we could go to the Mexican restaurant that Natalie and I went to.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. You've just given me the best gift I've ever heard and dreamed of. Heart. Okay. So this is season 3. I should write that to make sure we know what's happening here. Okay. This is season 3. And I love season 3. Did I say that already? Okay. Season 4 and 5, I actually don't even care about. Because by the end of January, I've done everything I can do for these kids. So anything else we do as a bonus, like I'm just smooth sailing. And honestly, I'm either giving kids like a project or I'm worksheeting them because I'm done for the year. The end of January, I'm on cruise control. If you didn't get it by now, there's nothing else I can do for you. That's on you as the student. I'm just saying. So I'm going to do whatever I can do after January to just be the warm body in the room for the rest of the year. Now, I say all that sarcastically. However, there are glimpses of excitement. But what I'm trying to tell you is if you can get this far in your school year using the novel model, there's no panic at test time. There's no panic. There's no hurry up, no huddle offense. There's no test prep. There's no, like, there's no, like, You are in such a good emotional state if you use this model. I can't even explain it until you feel it yourself. You have to trust the system. You have to trust the model. So, season 4 is like this season 2. It kind of mimics that season 2. Season 4 is February through April. February, March, April. And it's really this mimic of season 2. You might still have a bunch of stuff to do, but like you've got 3 months. When have we ever freed up 3 months of no have tos? This is all just bonus. Do whatever you want. Finish teaching your textbook that your district is like, you have to do every page, which is stupid, by the way. But look at all the, you can do whatever you want here. Now, I keep doing fun stuff. I really don't put myself on cruise control, to be honest, because I'm just so excited. The kids are so excited that we're doing more quick dots and we're doing more like, we're doing 3-act math. We're doing the vacation project. We're doing planning a trip. We're using what math do we see on the go-kart track. We're just doing lots of random application stuff. I just have a good time with them. And I'm doing lots of test released questions with them because I finished my content. I know they're going to take the end of course test in April, and I can do test prep, but it's not stressful. It's not stressful because it's, you guys know this. We've done it. And if I have those few that don't know it, I can then relate it to everything back here. I need to write this down because I want to show you guys this example. Hold on a second. Okay, you're going to like this. I'm going to show you guys 2 specific examples of reference task chunks and how I taught a release test question for Algebra 1. I'm going to show you that today. So yeah, that is season 4. I hope I didn't say I might have said season 3 for that. I messed up if I did. This is season 4. And then season 5 is, I really don't care. Because season 5 is May. Like, it's after testing. We've got field trips. Some groups are going bowling or the zoo or going to the pool. And like, there really are no instructional days in May. So if you think you're going to teach anything, you're kidding yourself. So, I mean, I will look. I have a love-hate relationship with Teachers Pay Teachers. I'll just pull some Teachers Pay Teachers stuff just to keep them busy in May. Like, I'm just being real with all y'all. Okay? Because there aren't many instructional days in May. Now, what I do with some of the schools that I coach, May becomes very important because if they don't know this model, and I've been teaching them this model all year, but they haven't been implementing it, they haven't really been listening to me all year because they're in their hurry up, no huddle offense state that is just a vicious cycle every year. And by this time, I can't even talk to them. I can't even meet with groups by this season because they're like, they can't have any outside stimuli at all. Educators that are in this like panic mode. So once we finish testing, then I put my teachers to work for the development of next year. So if you've done bits and pieces of the model, but not really the full model, May is your practice model. So what I encourage most teachers to do if they're making this transition into the novel model method of delivering math instruction, what I advise and coach most of my teachers to do is run a mock season 1 in May. Run a mock first 15 days or first 8 days. Maybe you only have 8 instructional days in May. Do 8 days of the first 15 to practice it at the end of this year for your new students coming in next year. Give it a practice run, which is why I'm now going to bubble that in green because that's how I coded season 1. In the comments here, how early can step 2 be exposed to students? Do they get watered down for kindergarten, or how does that look? Asking maybe to include and what I mean. Oh, for kindergarten, and I have this spreadsheet already. because I'm meeting with my curriculum director on Tuesday because we are unveiling the must-haves, the bottom lines, the non-negotiables, and I have all of this in a spreadsheet. The spreadsheet for kindergarten says you are to do 2 things in kindergarten: counting and rectangles. Within counting is quick dots, whisper counting, and 120 chart. And then in making rectangles is what it says. It's making rectangles using quick dots, but also pizza problem, purple X. So the only 2 things to ground yourself in at kindergarten, which is, I don't even call it chapter 1 in the novel model. Kindergarten is the introduction. It's like chapter 0. And there's only 2 things to focus on, which is counting and rectangles. And Teresa, when we meet again one-on-one, let's talk about that specifically for your work. Counting and rectangles. And I will give you the counting breakdown and explicits and the rectangle breakdown.
Jonalee, I want to close out Tier 1 Interventions podcast. And that is, if you are listening to this podcast and you are thinking, how do I get involved? You want to head over to your show notes and click on the link. We are offering you to come to a session like this, where you get all 2.5 hours at one shot for $47. You can then join another session for another $47, or you can buy the whole year for $497. Plus, you have to buy if you're going to go buy the whole year, you're going to have to buy level 1 as well. But the coaching and these conversations that we're having are $497. That sounds to me like a really good deal to really think the way you're thinking about not just mathematics, but occupational therapy delivery, speech therapy delivery, special ed delivery, and how we're helping these kids rethink, re-regulate, relearn, and think about life as whole.